I'm the best ever. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me.
Yo, bounce guy, go off.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champions of the he wants.
Wilder's in a world of trouble, closing seconds. Can he weather the storm here in the third round?
And the ball to superlative.
Big right hook, lands flush for Cambosos, and that knocks down Teofimo Lopez. We have ourselves a fight.
Khabib Nurmagomedov gets a triangle choke from up top. Gaethje's out, and the fight is over. The triangle choke for Khabib Nurmagomedov.
And Porter gets knocked down. He gets knocked down again. 10th round TKO win. Left uppercut, and then knocks out Leo. It appears he's out cold. The fight is over. It was a counter left uppercut. And just like that, what a left uppercut. I did not see that coming, ladies and gentlemen. I will have to admit, what a fight.
Nice celebration of a 3K video. I don't know, man. To hit 3,000 subscribers in like
Right hook to the body for Campbell. Left hook to the body for Garcia. And that knocked down Campbell. It was a left hook to the body. Campbell on the ground. The count is on. Can he make his way up? It appears he can't get up. Campbell on the ground. Trying to stand up. And the fight is over. Ryan Garcia with a 7th round knockdown. What a performance. Guys, if you haven't, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 3,000 subscribers. Do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up. We're trying to do record number 7. Ryan Garcia tearing up and crying. What a performance for Ryan Garcia. Check, check, check. Let's go, guys. Ladies and gentlemen. Another episode, another live show. This time it's Bellator, guys. I know usually it's UFC and boxing, but it feels great. Feels great to do something different. Whenever we can, we try to do so. So welcome, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. Feels great to be here. Let me actually close this. Make this a little bigger. Nice. How's Ben Henderson still fighting? My man has 40 plus fights. And he's still in there strong, guys. It's actually kind of incredible. I'm not going to lie. Does he have a chance tonight? Well, he's a plus. He's a what? Plus 1,000? Which is kind of crazy, right? The experience that he has and how long he's been around. But he's going to try to prove the doubters wrong tonight one more time again. And we have a pretty interesting card, so let's see what happens. Keep grinding, Miller. Let's go. Checking in from Gilroy, California. Let's go, man. Much love to you, Steve. Thank you so much. See, you got the wrench. Everything is good, right? Let me see. Making sure. Cool, cool. I can't believe, like, bro, I don't know how that slips my mind out of anything, right? Like, that's pretty crazy. But I'm glad you're part of the crew, man, because you've been a blessing to my life and to the community. And we should have some fun tonight. For those that are just getting here, I know we just started. I know we started a little late, but we are finally at the main event of Bellator 292, and it should be a fun one. It should be a blast. We got some pretty interesting fights tonight, guys, with Michael Page versus Goiti Yamauchi. Michael Page, MVP, is 20-2. His opponent, 28-5. 6'3" is Venom Page, where he usually does have the height advantage. But did they change it, Beta? Welcome to the stream, my guy. Welcome. Michael Venom Page, the man, the myth, the legend, making his way to the octagon in exorbitant fashion like he usually does. There we go. Freezing up a bit, but I think I'm good now. Why don't volume is my question. Let's see. I don't have volume. Let me restart Bellator 292. But yeah, the input and everything looks normal. Should be good. Should be good. What's up, Beta? Welcome to the stream, my guy. Everybody that's coming through, make sure you hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. #1 commentary channel on YouTube. Bellator, don't do me dirty. The UFC already does that enough to me. So Michael Venom Page making his way to the octagon. Let's go. Should be a lot of fun tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to 7,300 subscribers possibly today.
Shot like he did against Cyborg.
Now we got audio. Cool. Let me raise this a little bit. Sound settings. Turn this down a bit. Let's see. One more thing, guys. I apologize for the delay. That should be good. That should be good. Feels great to be here, ladies and gentlemen. Another stream, Bellator, which we don't usually do often, but we're covering everything this year, man. This is the year we get to 10K. This is the year that we hit 10K, ladies and gentlemen. I truly do believe that. I truly do believe this is the year that we go crazy. So, keep it locked, guys. #1 commentary channel on YouTube. Let's catch up with chat. Chad Rose in the building. What's up, Chad Rose? There are hearts in the chat and stuff. I don't see them. Like, and he gifted a membership to Beta, or gifted from Beta Quest to Risky. Beta, I don't know. This is a little delayed, by the way, my speech. Hold on. Bam. And then bam. Cool, that should be good now. Bro, I don't know what to do, man. You've been far too kind, bro. Like, I don't, like, you know what? I got to send you your books. You know what I mean? Besides that, which I should probably do tomorrow. Because holy moly, bro. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, you've just been far too generous. I appreciate you, brother. I really do, man. I really do, bro. Keyframe interval, they got it at 2. Okay, just checking up something. Beta, bro, he's a gift god. Beta the gift god. He should change his name to a gift god, bro. I like that. What's up, Chad Rose? Jesus in the building. Saludos, my man Jesus. Oh hell no, says Thomas. Is this mother playing Miley Cyrus? Is he actually? I missed the intro because I was talking trash. Let's get it, guys. Bubba, everything is good. What's up, Risky? What's up? Hey, Bubba. Once again, thank you so much, Beta, for real. You know, you don't have to do that, but you always do. And then the $20 from Steve Williams. We all good out here, Miller. Let's run up the back tonight for the family. Again, congratulations on new baby boy. Let's get new subscribers and members. Thank you so much, Steve. Oh, my God. I'm going to have a member stream. Hopefully, Steve, you can catch it. Let's see. I don't know if I could do it tomorrow or Sunday, but you can always watch the replay. You don't have to watch it live. For all the members out there, again, Beta, now Risky. What's up, bro? Steve, I just want to say thank you. And I don't know if it interests you, any of you members at all, but I want to talk about finances and how that's been going on YouTube, and maybe that interests some of you guys. Some people love, like, yo, how much did you make, or how, you know, how's it going? Did you improve? How long did it take you? Blah, blah, blah. If that interests you at all, just keep an eye out for the members, right? Because there's a good amount that I want to talk about. Let's just say that it's been going the best it's ever gone the last 2 months, like consecutive months. February and March have gone amazing, and it's because of fan funding more than anything else, way more than ad revenue. Ad revenue, as far as like for viewership, is nothing compared to the fan funding, and that's because of you guys. So I just wanted to talk to you about that and just, you know, say thank you to you guys. Maybe we could have that conversation if that does interest you. If not, that's totally fine. There's some people that say, bro, stop talking about money, or I don't want to hear that. If that's you, that's fine. But if it does interest you, hopefully you guys could catch the member stream when I do make that. YouTube takes 30%. Remember to hit Miller on cash. Thank you so much, Beta. Thank you so much for the $2, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Oh yeah, YouTube don't play, man. YouTube don't play with the bread they take, bro. Uncle Sam, I guess you could call it. Here we go. Round number 1 of a Schedule 3. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Michael Venom Page standing toe-to-toe, trying to close the distance here early in. Oh, it might be over. Leg injury from a what? Inside leg kick? It's over already.
I'll allow it.
No, no way. Hold on, guys. I miss it for talking to you. Oh, my God. 1 second. What was it? It's done. First round finish for Michael Venom Page. I'll let you guys know what happened in a second. It was a inside leg kick right on the inside of the knee. His knee gave out, and it was all she wrote. I wish I could show you guys, but it won't show it. See? Beautiful inside neck kick right on the inside of the knee. Landed flush, top of the foot, knocked down his opponent. His opponent just couldn't get up. Started grabbing his knee immediately. And just like that. Just like that, it's over, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Venom Page, an easy payday for him. Holy moly. Who saw that coming? Imagine having that on a imagine having that on some kind of parlay first round finish for Michael Venom Page. Jeez, man. Just like that, guys. Just like that. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen. He's still grabbing his knee. He's going to have to go to the doctor's office. He has his leg elevated. I wish, look, trying to. But, wow. Wow. Still holding on to his knee. First time in his career. He loses via KO or submission. And how many seconds? That was under a minute, I think. That kick landed right on the inside of the knee. So what happened is he got kicked on the inside of the knee. As soon as he tried to place that foot on the ground, his leg wouldn't allow him to do so. Reminiscent of Conor McGregor trying to balance on the foot that Dustin Poirier compromised. Just like that, guys. First round finish for Michael Venom Page. Jeez Louise. Up next, I guess, is Moldavsky. Moldavsky versus Linton Vassell. And that is an interesting fight at 265 in the heavyweight division. Will be coming up next. Jeez, man. What a fight. The co-main is going to be very interesting too with Musayev. And then Usman Nurmagomedov, who's an undefeated fighter, and then Benson Henderson, who has 40-plus fights, a veteran in the game. A lot of people counting him out tonight. We've seen a lot of upsets already in the year 2023. 2022 and 2023 have been interesting to say the least as far as all the upsets. Let's see what happens tonight with Benson Henderson. Plans tomorrow, says Jesus. Page might lose. Page first round finish. What do you mean plans tomorrow? Congrats on. Yep. Thank you so much, Risky. I appreciate that, man. But thoughts on Jake Paul loss? I'm still really upset. It seemed like he was a bit trigger shy. I don't know why. I don't know if Tommy Fury kept him honest with that jab that he kept landing. I was able to watch that fight live, and you know what it was too, Risky? He was so reliant on that overhand right, and people called him out for it, and that's all he had. He couldn't really mix it up, and that just goes to show how I don't neglect how much time he put in on becoming a better fighter, but it takes time. Where Tommy Fury's dad said it. Yeah, I know you've been focused, speaking of Jake Paul, but you've only been doing this for a few years. We've been doing this our whole lives, and I think that showed against Tommy Fury. By leg kick, ... beta. Crazy, bro. Crazy first round finish for MVP. He has to be. I would love to, if I ever interviewed him, the first thing I would ask MVP is like, I know you probably trained hard for this fight. Is it bittersweet to finish it in the first round? He says, I wish him a speedy recovery. It's hard to celebrate when he's right there. He said, I'm actually a fan of him. It was a pleasure to grace the cage with him. You did this once before in another fight. I've never seen that done before, says John McCarthy, the legend, in the center of the octagon with MVP. When the Usman fight, not long. There's only 2 more fights before the main event. He says, I'm busting my ass to put on a show for everybody here. Raises his hand to the crowd. The crowd cheers him on. It was legit. Jesus landed right on the knee. Knee landed perfectly. The fight, his opponent wasn't able to kind of check his leg kick. Michael Venom Page. The man, the myth, the legend who used to throw Pokeballs at people. Do you guys remember that? Then he got finally knocked out himself, but he was knocking everybody out at one point in his career. Found a home in Bellator. He wants to show love. But Yamauchi still on the ground. Jesus, 1 kick to the leg, guys. And just like that, it's over. Crazy. He used all the frustration from that Perry loss. I thought he won that fight 3 rounds to 2. Then it went to sudden death, and you got to give that sudden death round to Perry. But do you remember watching that? Like, they wanted Perry to win, because I thought it was pretty clear Venom Page won that fight 3 rounds to 2. Maybe even 4 rounds to 1. I remember that pretty vividly. Bro, who removed my comment? I don't know what happened. I don't know what you wrote, but what's up, Bubba? Welcome to the stream, broski. I know you're always here, so I'm not sure. You got to open up a tab of your own stream and see this weird-ass Instagram live shit. What, bro? Let me... Instagram? Wait. Am I tripping, y'all? Let me see something. It might be something. Alabama might have your phone, on some stuff. I'm looking at my chat. It looks pretty normal to me. Beta. Let me see if I open it up. I see you. I think you wrote something in Discord. Let me see. Oh, nah. Mine is not like that. I don't think you guys can see it. You see? This is how Beta stream looks. You see the emojis? That is not how my stream looks, bro. I don't know what happened there, bro. Beta, you need to reset that phone. Hey, yo, the real Miller DC, mother effers. What's up, Leroy? Welcome back, broski. Oh yeah, I just checked it right now, Beta. I don't know what's going on with your device, Beta. Up next, guy Moldavsky, which I've seen fight before when I covered one of the other Bellator cards. I forget what other card he was on. It wasn't that long ago. That's right, he lost to Ryan Bader, unanimous decision at Bellator 273. That was his last fight because no contest back in August 12. But tonight he'll be fighting Linton Vassell, who's 11-2. And as far as Linton, he's on a 2-fight win streak. Tyrell Fortune and then Tim Johnson, back-to-back wins. Actually on a 4-fight win streak. There was a cancel bout before that. And he'll be up next. 4-fight win streak. He is 23-8. And he'll be up next, guys. Matter of seconds. Should get pretty interesting. Linton Vassell is a massive man, 4-fight win streak. Let's see what happens tonight against Moldavsky, who we saw lose by unanimous decision to Ryan Bader. That'll be up next. The hearts float across the screen like, bro, that's some weird. Bro, I have a ginger ale. I don't know if you guys like ginger ale. I was excited to drink this, and I'm not even a soda guy. Put it in the freezer. You ever put a drink in the freezer too long? This is what happens. Now I gotta wait for it to melt, but hopefully it won't take too long. I ain't trying to hog, bro. I just don't know how to send you a DM. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening, Bubba. I don't know if it got deleted somehow. I'm not exactly sure. Moldavsky up next, guys. Keep it locked. #1 commentary channel on YouTube. Somebody's hacking Beta's phone. Make sure you help the brother out. Guys, we've been making videos as well, too. We made a video of Paulo Costa that's now starting to get numbers. The Sean O'Malley, the Cyril Gane. We're working out here. Bellators don't say octagon, just cage. I'm so used to saying that, Leroy. I even say that sometimes when I'm watching boxing. Like, I don't know if you ever noticed that when I cover boxing. Tomorrow, Tszyu is fighting as well, which should get pretty interesting on Showtime as well, too. I don't know if that's pay-per-view. Is that pay-per-view? Tszyu versus Harrison. Tony Harrison has some good fights against the Charlo brother. 2 of them specifically. Let's see, but that will be up next. Moldavsky versus Vassell. In the meantime, tomorrow as well, too, Petr Yan versus Merab Dvalishvili. How do you guys feel about that fight before we get to the next fight of the card at Bellator 292? Should be pretty interesting. Let me in the meantime, 1 second. Copy link. Let me post this on Twitter real quick. You know, do the usual, you know what I mean? Promote it a bit because I'm the worst at that. Let's see. Bang, bang, bang. More thing, the link. Paste. Vassell walking to the cage as we speak, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys are wondering as well, too. Vassell looking jacked, man. He almost looks like he's on the juice, but I don't want to blame. I don't want to accuse him of anything. He's making his way to the octagon. Here we go. Did you try to close the app and open it back up, Beta? I've never seen anything like that, bro. That's one of the weirdest things. Vassell in the octagon. Up next, Vassell versus Moldavsky. Tomorrow, Petr Yan versus Merab Dvalishvili. Plug said it was announced on Twitter recently, guys. Breaking news. I don't know if it's true or not. Plugs, what's up, broski? He says Sterling and Cejudo got announced. Whether that's the truth or not. Oh, snap. He's not lying. The bantamweight belt will be on the line in New Jersey. Sterling versus Cejudo. Officially set. Plugs wasn't lying. Officially set. And it will be the UFC 288 main event. Tickets on sale next Friday. You know that's in New Jersey and Newark, which is an hour away from me. I don't want to go to the main event. I don't want to go live because I want to cover it here, right? And do a live commentary. And I can't do that if I'm over there. But should I go to the press conference and try to get some content or something, guys? Like, is that an interesting thing to do? I don't know, like, if it's, maybe I'll sneak backstage and interview Cejudo, Sterling. I don't know, but like, I've never been to one of their press conferences before or their weigh-ins or anything like that. But Newark, New Jersey is just like about an hour and 15, 20 minutes away. That might be something I might be interested in. Get Trey to breathe on your ginger ale. She'll thaw it out instantly, bro. Oh, my God. Tell him just don't. I don't know if he'll be able to not melt the plastic. Listen, me and Trey are finally back this Monday. So be on the lookout for that, guys. But we're supposed to be back this Monday. Should be fun. Miss Trey and I missed the podcast that we were doing every Monday. Should be back this Monday. Tell of the tape. Moldavsky 11-2. Vassell 23-8. Vassell older, 39 years old. So Moldavsky 31. Height advantage 3 inches goes to Vassell. Up next, guys. Vassell versus Moldavsky. Then Musayev versus Shably, which I pronounce his name wrong all the time. And then Usman Nurmagomedov versus Benson Henderson. Usman, the undefeated fighter, fighting the veteran Benson Henderson, who's 30-11. He's been around the block, to say the least. I saw his interview, his pre-fight conference interview with MMA Junkie, and it was pretty cool seeing where he's at right now. He wants to do this Grand Prix one last time and go for that. And then after that, he's going to retire from fighting. So he's pretty open on what he wants to do. And his wife, I believe, is a fighter. and she's going to be focused on her career, and he's going to be taking the back seat. I think they got like 3 to 4 kids or something like that, and he's going to be in charge of taking care of the children while she goes after her career. In the interview that I saw with Benson Henderson, I saw just yesterday. So that should be pretty interesting. He's 1 foot out the door, right? So what does that mean? Does that mean Nemkov is behind him as well too? Nemkov is a problem. Who knows what that means? Does that mean Benson Henderson comes in a little bit lackadaisical because he's already know he's about to retire, or does he leave it all out there and shock the masses and he gets a win in the main event? He's a plus 1,000. I believe Nurmagomedov is a minus 2,000, so should be pretty interesting. But Moldavsky versus Vassell will be up in a matter of seconds. The brother was thirsty. Vassell Moldavsky up in a matter of seconds. Should be a good one. Yeah, this guy Vassell, by the way, one of the commentators is talking about it as we speak. This guy looks absolutely jacked. Here we go. Well, I don't know about live stream, weighing or press conference, but highlights and commentary short vids would be cool. Interesting. Yeah, like I was thinking about going in person, but I don't know if there's any benefit to that. Maybe I should just make clips about those things, Bubba, like you said. Here we go. Round number 1 of a Schedule 3, Vassell versus Moldavsky. Vassell standing tall on the outside, throws a jab to the body. Doesn't quite land. Nice outside leg kick lands for Vassell. Gets called with the right hand by Moldavsky. Nice strong jab down the middle, lands for Vassell. Here we go. Round number 1 of a Schedule 3. Both standing in the center of the cage. Nice right kick to the body for Vassell, but he gets taken down. Trying to hit bump back to his feet. Vassell walking forward, Moldavsky circling to his right. Feigning a bit here is Vassell, being very patient. Backing off, overhand right, thrown by Moldavsky, just misses. Nice short right hand again for Moldavsky. Gets another takedown. This time holds Vassell down. Moldavsky has Vassell on the canvas with a lot of time left. Vassell doing a good job on the bottom. Trying to get back to his feet. Trying to move his hips to the side, create an angle. Vassell has a deep right underhook. Although Vassell is on the bottom, he has the body lock. Vassell trying to fight from here, trying to get his knees in between. Vassell extending for a takedown on bended knee. Trying to fight the hands. Vassell still trying to fight to his feet. Sprawling on the head of Vassell is Moldavsky. A lot of time left, guys. 3 minutes and 10 seconds. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, #1 commentary channel on YouTube. Tries to grab a leg, does Vassell. Trying to fight the hands now. Still in turtle position. Vassell back to his feet. Great job working to get back to his feet. They both stand toe-to-toe, but how much energy did that take away from Vassell? Here we go. In the center of the cage. Backing off is Vassell. Being patient. That kick thrown by Vassell. That just misses. Circling to his left a bit. Moldavsky walking forward, switching to southpaw stance. Now switches back to orthodox. Looping right hook thrown by Vassell. This time missing. Left kick to the body lands for Vassell. Vassell now standing out on the out of a southpaw stance. Inside leg kick lands for Moldavsky. Gets a reaction from Vassell. Overhand left hook upstairs for Moldavsky. Big right hook, and that knocks down Moldavsky. Left hook to the head for Vassell. He's on top in full mount. Right hook for Vassell. Another right hook for Vassell. And the ref gets in the way. First round TKO victory for Vassell. And honestly, the way the fight was going, I thought Moldavsky would be the one to win the fight. Got 2 takedowns. The second one was able to control Vassell. I think it was a right hook that landed for Vassell that knocked out Moldavsky. Hurt him more than Moldavsky wanted to show. And he closed the show, got immediately in top mount. Landed an elbow, landed a right hook. Just like that, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see the replay shortly. It was a switch to southpaw. It was a right hook on the button, right on the chin. Moldavsky drops down a turtle. Vassell gets right on top in top mount, full mount, right elbow, right hook again. Moldavsky's already almost out of it. Right hook again for Vassell. And that was all she wrote. Beautiful right hook. Landed right on the button for Vassell. Slumped Moldavsky. Great work by Vassell, ladies and gentlemen. What a performance. What a fight. So the first fight ended in the first round in a matter of seconds by Michael Venom Page. Landed it inside leg kick. Fight was over. Linton Vassell, the next fight on the main card. First round finish. This time for Vassell. And now Vassell is on a 5-fight winning streak. Great performance by Linton Vassell. Up next, Musayev versus Shably. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. We'll find out shortly. What a performance. Moldavsky on the stool. What a performance by Vassell. First round finish. Wow. Michael Mack, welcome to the stream, my guy. All the new people here, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. #1 commentary channel on YouTube. You gotta love it. 2 first round finishes. Yep, what I just said, one of the commentators said, and that is true. Michael Mack, welcome to the stream. Be the Best says, how can I watch from India? I have no idea. I can give you the live commentary though. That's about all I have to offer for you. Maybe with like a VPN. Maybe I'll get like a VPN sponsorship one day. We shall see. But right now, I wouldn't be able to tell you, my brother. I'm sorry. I apologize. Michael Mack, welcome to the stream. What a performance. 3 minutes and 3 seconds of round #1. Moldavsky holding his head. Looking at the ground, not proud of himself. And I feel for him. Linton Vassell, 5-fight win streak. What a performance. Pumps his chest. Listen, you gotta give him credit. You gotta give him credit. It almost seemed like he was losing that fight in those first 2 minutes. Lands a beautiful right hook right on the chin out of an exchange. Knocks down Moldavsky. And he finished the job. And John McCarthy now interviewing him. Almir, welcome to the stream, my guy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Incredible performance by Vassell, ladies and gentlemen. Amir, welcome to the stream, man. Up next, guys, the co-main event already. One of the fastest Bellator cards. He says, you know, my ground and pound is brutal. He looked jacked, too. Came in great shape, it appeared. What a performance by Vassell. Gets right in top mount, landed a big right elbow. Vassell says, you know what? I had a problem with him on the ground. I think Trey's hot breath finally got on the ginger ale. We're almost there. That's what happens when I throw hands, says Vassell. We need a drink sponsor, guys, because I'm always drinking something on stream. We'll get there eventually, right? Linton Vassell wants Ryan Bader again. He says it's going to happen soon. That was Ryan Bader, one of his losses. He was on a 3-fight losing streak, speaking of Vassell, to Bader, Phil Davis, and then Moldavsky. But this time he turns the table on Moldavsky, gets the win. He's trying to get the bodies that he's lost to in Phil Davis and Moldavsky and Bader. He got one of those three. He wants Bader next. Let's see what happens. Good performance by Linton Vassell. Very impressed in his ground game. He got taken down twice. The first time he sprung back to his feet pretty quickly. Second time he was controlled a bit longer, but did a good job. Got double underhooks, posted on one arm, worked his way back up. Then out of an exchange and striking, landed a beautiful right hook and then jumped right on top on the back, then on top mount, full mount, and finished the job. Impressed by Vassell's performance, guys. Up next, the co-main event. If you guys are wondering, when is Benson Henderson versus Nurmagomedov, I'll tell you that it is not far away because this card is flying by. Showtime Orukov, or you could get a Seagrams is greater than Canada Dry. Seagrams is fire, bro. And the in-laws came with a care package and dropped us like a 16-pack. I can't complain, man. Life is good. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. #1 commentary channel on YouTube, trying to make our way to 7,300. We'll get to 10,000 this year with the work that we're putting in. What a fight, ladies and gentlemen. What a fight. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing feels better than finding your rhythm, says the commentator, and his name is slipping me, but he's a co-host of the Wayne In podcast. Great performance by Vassell. He beat Moldavsky. Now he wants Ryan Bader. He lost to Moldavsky before. Beats him tonight, and he looked great in there. Let's see if he's able to even it out against Ryan Bader if he does get that fight. But up next, guys, will be the co-main. Have you seen Creed 3? You know, I've never seen even the first Creed, Plugs. Can you believe that? Plugs, if you weren't here when I said it earlier, you wasn't lying. Sterling Cejudo, you were right. Chris Faith in the building. What's up, my guys? Great to see you again, and I'm going with Usman to win. Me too, man. Usman is a -2,000. Although I would, the fan in me, I would love to see Benson Henderson upset the masses. Now, is that going to happen? Most likely not. And just because, man, this guy has over 40 plus fights. I mean, he only has like 4 losses in his career, or he has like 11 losses. I think 4 of them were by knockout. Adorable man. Speaking of Benson Henderson, but let's see what happens tonight. I'm looking as well too on my bookie to see. I forgot I was on my share screen. Tomorrow, I don't know if I want to put any bets on said Nurmagomedov. Is probably a lock at a -250. Ryan Spann might be a good underdog to take against Krylov. He has the power to do so if he lands early. And Piotr Yan versus Merab Dvalishvili. Let's see what happens tomorrow, but I can't wait for that one as well too. If I can cover it, if I make it in time, make it home in time, I think it's at 6 p.m. that main event, UFC Fight Night. So if we could cover it, man, we've been working. Let's see if we can make it happen. I was so close about to go to sleep, but then I saw you on live, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go watch Miller GC live. Thank you so much, Chris. My guy, always showing me love, bro. Always showing me love. Thank you, man. Told you. Says Plugs with this face. Plugs, man. Plugs, I've been meaning to reach out to you, bro. I'm sorry. I'm one of the worst people to ever do it. I might as well just tell you live, because if I don't, then I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna DM you on Discord. You're always my news guy, and maybe you might help me because I've been making video after video. I've been doing pretty good at it, but I want to stay consistent. And you might be a good person to talk to and say, yo, Miller, do a video on this. Yo, Miller, do a video on that. And some people have suggestions, but I feel like you're always on top of the breaking news, the current news. And I feel like you might be good if you want to be my employee. Now, I'm just messing with you because this is probably the last thing you want. But if you want to help a brother out and be like, yo, this is a good video to make, because sometimes it's hard to know what to make a video on, or you might have some inside info, or at least, look into certain things already. That's what you do, plugs. So I've been meaning to reach out to you about that, man. Well, maybe we can talk. Let me know if that might be something that you might want to do. Like, you always update us in Discord, right? In the general tab, but I might need your help. That's all I'm saying, plugs, if you're up to it. You've been around long enough where I don't feel ashamed to ask you. We'll see. Congratulations, Vassell, and I'm going to see Creed 3 this Tuesday. I might go on a Creed. I got a confession to make. I've never seen Star Wars. I've never seen Rocky. I've never seen Creed. And I live in Philadelphia, right outside of it. So I'm not proud of it, but might have to catch those movies soon. I know that's horrible. I've never seen Back to the Future. I mean, I did when I was a kid. I don't remember it. There's a lot of movies that are legendary that you might be like, yo, you've ever seen this movie? And I'll say, nope. So if you got like some of your favorite movies, chat, that you guys love, write it in the chat and I'll let you know if I watched it or not, just to see if I could disappoint you. But if Ben gets it done, Leroy, that'll be fantastic. That'll be incredible to see. This is almost melted. Yeah, just like you might be like, listen, because of course I see almost like, I didn't see the Aljamain Sterling thing as quickly as you did, but you're so quick to the step. But I feel like you might have the mind to be like, not so interesting. But this other topic, you'll be like, oh, this is cool. You might like this one, Miller, and then maybe I could do it. We'll see, plugs. If you're interested in doing something like that, please let me know. If not, no hard feelings, because people got lives out here. But I'm just trying to, trying to grind. And sometimes I have a tough time picking like what's interesting to me. But since you're so ingrained in the field, you could probably help me. Yeah, I haven't watched Chris Faith. I haven't watched Rocky, Creed, Star Wars. I've never watched. There's some good movies that I haven't watched that I probably should get around to. I could tell you some of my favorite movies, if that helps. Like Good Will Hunting is one of my favorite movies. Goodfellas is probably my favorite mob movie. Apocalypto, one of my favorite movies. It's up there. I think I have good taste in movies. I just haven't watched a good amount of legendary ones, if that makes sense. Musayev will be up next, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, the co-main event already, guys. Michael Venom Page first round finish. Linton Vassell against Moldavsky, someone who he's lost to before. Vassell beats him this time around. First round finish as well, too, by TKO victory in about, 3 minutes and 3 seconds? Something along those lines. Up next, Musayev. Shably versus Musayev will be up next, which is an interesting one, too. I remember looking at the odds, and there's a slight favorite, I believe, to Shably. I'll look it up real quick to give you guys a 292 odds. I'll look them up with you live here. I know looking at this earlier, but I got to scroll down. They are, Shably is a minus 140. Musayev is a plus 120. I have it here somewhere. Musayev, I believe, is on a crazy win streak, if you haven't noticed. Then he lost to Souza, but he won his last one. Now Shably, I believe, is on a 7-fight win streak. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-fight win streak. Last fight going against Brent Primus, and he beat him, which I believe he was an underdog for that fight as well, too. But Shably on a tear. He'll be fighting Musayev, who is the plus 120 underdog. Shably, the minus 140 favorite. Star Wars sucks. Save your time, says Wendy. What's up, Wendy? Welcome to the stream, man. Thank you for always commenting on my videos, man. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you. That truly means the world. If you guys haven't seen my latest video, feel free to do so. I put it in the chat. That's my latest video. Go give that video a thumbs up if you guys don't mind. Helps the channel out immensely. #1 commentary channel on YouTube. Let's go. Up next, guys, co-main event is about to be underway. There's only 2 fights left. The co-main event, and then the main event between Benson Henderson and Said Nurmagomedov. Usman Nurmagomedov. Said Nurmagomedov fights tomorrow. Usman is 16-0 against Benson Henderson, who's 30-11. That'll be up in a matter of seconds. Give me 1 second, ladies. I think that's working. Yeah, I put it off from my other email. That should work. Actually, I don't know if that's going to work. Give me 1 second. Let's see something real quick. Share, copy link. Let me see. Might have to do it from here, actually. There we go. That should work here. Let me see something. Give me 1 second, ladies. Yeah, that should work. Yeah, that works. Cool. Cheers, bro. No worries, says Wendy. Yep, thank you, sir. My number one favorite movie is Forrest Gump. That's a legendary, bro. I'm not even gonna fraud, bro. Let me tell you an interesting fact about that movie. Speaking of Forrest Gump, guys, we're about to go to the co-main event in a matter of seconds. Forrest Gump is one of the only movies that almost brought a tear to my eyes. As crazy as it sounds, like what? Out of all the movies, Forrest Gump, yes, bro. When he spoiler alert, if you've never watched Forrest Gump, just mute the next 5-10 seconds that I'm about to say. The scene in Forrest Gump where he meets his son for the first time and he goes, "Is that my son?" And then he's about to cry and then he goes, "Is he like me or is he okay?" Basically, like, he knows he has a problem, but he just wants to make sure that his son is good. One of the only scenes in like history where I'm like, Jesus Christ, bro. Like, that could bring a tear to any man. That one got to me. That's a classic scene, bro. Cool. Caught up with everything, guys. Up next, the co-main. Ladies and gentlemen, this Seagrams is about to hit. Oh, we're good. Just a little ice in there. We're good. We've been waiting all day for this. Let's go. Oh, man. Nothing like a little sugar, guys, to end your night. That's when you know you're old. Here we go, guys. Up next, Musayev versus Shably. Shably on a 7-fight win streak. Let's see if he's able to get it done tonight and keep his streak going. Keys to victory for Musayev. Use combinations and hide your kicks behind your hands. That will be up next in a matter of seconds. Then Tszyu versus Harrison is tomorrow too. If I could cash that, I will. Can't believe Plugs was right about the about Sterling and Cejudo. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. Number one commentary channel on YouTube. Let's get it. I think we're just cracked the cold Coke. Hey, listen, man. Anybody watch Snowfall out there, by the way? If you do, let me know. Crazy show. Bro, yeah, sometimes you just need to kick back and treat yourself to a cold soda. I don't even like soda like that, but when it comes to ginger ale, I'll have a ginger ale. Guys, up next will be the co-main event. Leroy, enjoy it, man. You deserve it. It's Friday, the end of the week. Probably had a long work week or something. Let's go. Up next, guys, the co-main event. Alexander Shably in the cage. I gotta stop saying octagon. So used to saying that. Which the cage itself looks pretty dope compared to the UFC octagon, honestly. 18 of 20 wins by KO or sub. Musayev, 16 KOs and 2 subs. Up next. He looks like a killer. Let's go. Cheers to you, man. Leroy, cheers to you, broski. Enjoy. The number 2 ranked 155-pounder. Musayev. Jason Herzog, the referee. Five-minute rounds. In championship fights, the champion advances in case of a draw. All other draws, judges decide who advances. The Grand Prix rules. Those will be in play. I hope Yan wins, but the fight will benefit Merab since it will be smaller. I have my money on Yan, even though if Merab makes it boring and wrestles, I can see that being a likely outcome as well too, but hopefully not. Hopefully they wrestle it out. I mean, fight it out. Hopefully we see some good striking, even though Merab might be able to strike with him decently as well too. Round number 1, guys, of a scheduled 5. Musayev, number 2 ranked fighter versus number 4, Shably. Both in the center of the cage. Counter right hand. Musayev tried to land, but was unsuccessful. Shably walking forward. Musayev circling to his right. And here we go. Walking forward is Shably. Shably being patient. Both fighters measuring the distance, filling each other out, being very patient. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Number 1 commentary channel on YouTube. Level changing a bit is Musayev. Crowd booing already because they want to see some action. But so far, fighters being patient. Nice strong jab lands for Shably here out of an exchange. Fading a bit here, Shably. Doesn't let his hands quite go just yet. Now standing on the outside. Musayev switched to southpaw, back to orthodox now. Being very patient. Pawing a bit here is Musayev, circling to his right. Crowd booing. They want to see more action. This could be over in a matter of seconds, though, because both hold a lot of power. Both were swinging for the fences just earlier. But both trigger shots so far. Nice straight right hand lands for Musayev. Now Shably backing off just a bit here. Shably being patient. Nice strong inside leg kick lands for Shably. Almost halfway through the first round of a scheduled 5 co-main event. Up next will be Benson Henderson versus Usman Nurmagomedov. Crowd still booing. They want to see more action. Both fighters respective of each other's power. Playing it cool, playing it patient. Circling to his right is Musayev. Backing off just a bit is Shably. Overhand right thrown by Musayev, this time just missing. Shably now walking forward. Circling to his right is Musayev. Hit the thumbs up, guys, too. Helps the channel out immensely. Both fighters being very patient. Crowd booing so far. This is the tournament quarterfinals. By the way, Leroy. Big overhand right lands for Shably of the Grand Prix. Shably, beautiful landed overhand right. Inside leg kick lands for Shably as well too. Circles to his left. Musayev tried to close the distance, was unsuccessful in doing so. Request an honorable person. Oh my God. legendary ref, and Herzog, absolutely. Both fighters being very hesitant. Inside leg kick again for Shably. Shably backing off. Inside leg kick again for Shably. Straight right hand thrown by Musayev, this time missing. Looping left hook thrown by Musayev, this time missing. Shably backing off. Shably near the cage to see if Musayev is able to capitalize. Left hook, then right hook thrown by Musayev, not quite landing here. Under 30 seconds left here in the first round. Nice right hook lands for Shably. Flush on the chin of Musayev. Musayev takes it well. Starting to stalk. Now trying to get his back. Shably being patient, backing off just a bit. Left kick to the body. Lands for Shably. And round number 1 is over, ladies and gentlemen. Good, interesting first round. I think you got to give that round to Shably for being the more effective counter puncher, landing the cleaner punches. We'll be going to round number 2 in a matter of seconds. Interesting first round. Interesting first round. Round number 2 will be underway in a matter of seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Shably did a great job with the counter punching in that first round. Musayev tried to close the distance, tried to find the range, just was unsuccessful in doing so. Round number 2 will be underway in a matter of seconds. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Helps the channel out immensely. Here we go. Round number 2. Quarterfinal fight between the number 2 ranked fighter and the number 4 ranked fighter in the division at 155. Here we go. Feigning is Shably. Shably backing off. Overhand right thrown by Musayev. This time doesn't land. Both fighters in the center of the cage. Circling to his right is Musayev. Throws a 1-2 but doesn't quite land. Shably doing a good job of just not allowing Musayev to find the mark here so far here in the second round. And in the first round, Shably did a better job at counter punching, landing the cleaner punches. I have him up 1-0. Overhand right or straight right hand thrown by Musayev, this time missing as well. Nice short right hand lands for Musayev this time. Finally was able to close the distance. Musayev walking forward, still trying to close the distance here in the second round. Trying to be more active. Overhand right thrown this time by Musayev and missed. Musayev changing to southpaw stance, now back to orthodox, trying to give him a different look. Shably being very patient. Nice strong jab, then a straight right hand followed for Shably. Shably is a precise striker, man. Very patient. Looping right hook thrown by Musayev, this time missing. Shably willing to stay on the outside. Left kick to the body thrown by Musayev, this time missed. Shably doing a good job of making him miss. Has to make him pay for it, though, as well, in my opinion. Nice strong jab, as I say that, by Shably. Left kick to the body by Musayev, this time blocked by Shably. And as I say that, one of the commentators says the same as me. He goes, I just need a little more output. Circling to his right is Shably. Musayev. Trying to close the distance a bit more. And here's the takedown attempt by Musayev. Shably doing a good job, getting a left underhook. Both fighters in the clinch now. Musayev's back against the cage. Musayev's back against the cage. And he has, speaking of Shably, a left underhook. They break away, ladies and gentlemen. Shably doing a great job of defending that double leg takedown attempt by Musayev. Musayev keeps being the stalker, keeps walking forward. Shably circling to his right now. Looking to counterpunch. Inside leg kick. Lands for Shably. Musayev walking forward. Looping right hook thrown by Musayev. This time missing. Back to the center of the cage for both fighters. Circling to his right is Shably. Nice strong jab lands for Shably. Right hand thrown by Musayev. Misses again. Right hand again by Musayev, but doesn't find the mark. Shably gets out of harm's way. Jab thrown by Shably. This time he misses. A minute and 12 seconds left in the second round. Fading a bit is Shably. Now walks forward. Nice right hook. Lands for Shably. Shably looking a bit more comfortable in there. 1-2 thrown by Musayev. This time missing. Shably now being the stalker. Walking forward. Inside leg kick lands for Musayev. Shably walks forward. Musayev feigning a bit here. Shably throws a jab, doesn't quite land. Resets. Under 30 seconds left, guys, in the second round. Now Musayev being the stalker. Left kick to the body, thrown by Shably, blocked by Musayev. Back in the center of the cage. Both fighters being very hesitant to let their hands go. Circling to his right is Shably. Spinning back fist thrown by Shably, misses. Round number 2 is over. I like what Shably would look. I gave Shably round number 1. Round number 2, I think I have to go with him as well, even though he is a little bit too much on the back foot for my liking. But at the end of the day, he's landing the cleaner punches. I'm going to go with Shably there in round number 2. I have it 2-0 going into the third. Up next will be round number 3. Interesting fight, though. It says message retracted plugs. I don't know what happened. How many pay-per-view buys does Sterling Cejudo do? I wonder who the co-main event is. Is the co-main on that Oliveira and Beneil Dariush? Let me see something real quick. Let's see. Yeah, Charles Oliveira, Beneil Dariush, Bryce Mitchell is on that card as well too, and Kron Gracie versus Charles Jourdain. Give me an estimate, plugs, and I'm gonna tell you over or under. Round number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Round number 3 of a scheduled 5. This is the co-main event before the main event between Benson Henderson and Usman Nurmagomedov. Both in the center of the cage. Here we go. Nice strong jab. Lands for Shably. Shably's just sharp with his striking. John McCarthy scorecards. He gave Musayev the first round, Shably the second. I think Shably landed a shot to the cup. Let's see what happened here. What was it? Shably kicked to the front of the chest, then his foot dragged down. Man, Herzog has great eyes because he said exactly what happened. He said, I saw a kick to the body and then his foot slid down. The strike's legal, but the foot down hit him in the cup. Herzog, great eyes. Herzog, great man. One of the legendary referees. He saw everything. Herzog calling out. The ref stops it. Shably landed a kick. But when his foot came down, hit him in the cup. But Shably still gets the win. Shably goes, gives him his well wishes, but the win goes to Shably. Is he hurt because of the cup kick, or I guess we'll find out shortly, but a strange outcome in the co-main event. Shably looked great the whole night, though, in my opinion. Let's see what it was. It was a right kick to the body. Let's see what it was. Right kick to the body. I don't think it hit his cup. I think what hurt him was a kick to the body. Either way, guys, Shably gets the victory. Up next will be the main event. But Shably moves on in the Grand Prix. He advances. Wow. Bro, Steve Graham's definitely better than Canada Dry, Beta, if you're out there. You wasn't lying. How many pay-per-views? I got Beneil and Aljo. I think Aljo beats Cejudo, man. I've been saying this lately, even though I feel like that's blasphemous to say, Plugs, but I feel the same way. Probably like 240K. I'm going to go 405. Cejudo coming back after a long layoff. You still got Charles Oliveira on that card. I'm going to go 405, Plugs. Let's see who's closer at. Remember these numbers, all right? Remember these numbers. We'll see who's closer. Plugs, you're on the right side this time, Plugs. And that's because I have Beneil as well. I think Beneil gets it done against Oliveira. Beneil has looked great. That last fight against Gamrot looked special. Shably gets the win. And I didn't see Musayev, for whatever it's worth, like holding near his cup. I think what hurt him was the strike to the midsection. For anybody else out there that's watching, let me know how you guys feel about that stoppage. But at the end of the day, he gets it done.
And the dream of winning the Bellator lightweight Grand Prix has ended for Tofik Musayev. But the dream continues to be alive for Alexander Shably.
Shably won against Musayev. Continue his winning streak. What's up, Mehdi? Welcome to the stream. Shably gets the job done. He's been on a tear. I think that's his eighth win in a row for Shably. Impressive performance. Up next, Benson Henderson versus Usman Nurmagomedov, the moment we've been waiting for. So keep it locked, guys. Let's go. Up next, the main event. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, trying to get a 7,300. We'll get there shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. The winner by TKO and moving on. Shably gets the job done. Gotta give him credit. Alexander Shably gets the job done. One last and final fight, guys. Benson Henderson versus Usman Nurmagomedov, but winner by TKO. Shably in the third round. Cejudo ain't a star. I feel you, but you still have Oliveira on the card. You got Beneil Dariush. You got Sterling. Got Cejudo. I think that'll touch 405. I as crazy as this may sound, I almost preferred Sean O'Malley versus Aljo. I made a video on that recently. I think I posted it like yesterday or the day before yesterday. But yeah, I preferred that more. I think I don't know what version of Cejudo we're gonna get, and I know he's a legend, one of the greatest bantamweights to ever do it. But I think Aljo's a little bit big. Aljo's been active. Cejudo hasn't fought in about 3 years. I think Aljamain Sterling gets the job done. Plugs. I do feel that way, which is pretty crazy, right? Oh, I can't wait for that as well too. What's the date on that? I saw they had a press conference not too long ago. That is April 22nd. Oh my, that's a month and 12 days from now. Can't wait for that, Michael Mack. Who do you have winning on that one? I'll give you my thoughts right after, but truly can't wait for that one either. He said, whether you guys like it or not, I'm going to be the champion, says Shably. Let's go. He's a great opponent, but I have to move on, says Shably. This freaking ginger ale is hidden, ladies and gentlemen. Patricky Pitbull or AJ McKee, which one would you rather like? Says Shably. Or John McCarthy as Shably. Let's see what his response is. He's about to answer. Give me 1 second. We're just waiting for the response, ladies and gentlemen. He said, I don't really care. It could be AJ McKee. It could be Pitbull. It doesn't matter. I thought that would be the answer that he goes with, and that is what he goes with. Congratulations on a big win, says John McCarthy. Let's go. Last and final fight, ladies and gentlemen, is about to be underway. We've been waiting for this all night. Benson Henderson versus Usman Nurmagomedov will be on in a matter of minutes or even seconds. But Shably, man, impressive performance. He was just quicker to the punch, did a great job counter punching. Didn't really allow Musayev to set his feet and land anything big. Landed a right kick to the midsection, and that was all she wrote. Gets a third round victory. Benson Henderson, older fella. He's up there in age. He's 30-11. He's looking to end his career on a high note. Wants to win this this tournament, this Grand Prix. But he's 39 years old. Born 1983, Jesus. From Colorado Springs, Colorado. He's on a 2-fight win streak. He'll be up soon against Usman Nurmagomedov, which should be interesting. He beat Mamedov. I remember covering that live here at Bellator 273. But up next, guys, Bellator 292 main event, Usman Nurmagomedov, Benson Henderson. Now, Usman Nurmagomedov, on the other hand, 16-0, a dog. He got wins against some notable opponents. You might have recognized his name, Patricky Pitbull, Chris Gonzalez. He's on a tear. He's on a 16-fight win streak because he's never lost. The undefeated fighter will be up next. April 22nd is on a Saturday, and I got Ryan Garcia beating Tank Davis. I have Tank Davis beating Ryan Garcia. And I used to be a big Ryan Garcia fan, but I have my reasons that we can talk about if you guys desire to do so. If we get an Islam versus Beneil, great question. Late this year, who will win that one? I'm not saying Volkanovski made Islam look anything less of himself. What's up, Richard, by the way? Welcome to the stream. I do like Makhachev a lot still. And just because Volk did great against him, that doesn't mean that Beneil, for some reason, should be the favorite or beats him. I think Makhachev should still be the favorite. And Volkanovski just has that gas tank that I don't know if Beneil would have if you see Makhachev going for takedowns. Even though Beneil against Gamrot went for the takedowns consistently, and Beneil did a great job of denying him of those and landing some big shots of his own. I think Beneil is a worthy opponent. I think he's a dangerous opponent for Islam Makhachev. With all that said, gun to my head, if I had to pick a winner, I do want to pick Beneil, but I don't know if I could do that. I would say let's see what happens between Beneil and Oliveira and then take it from there. But it's hard for me to bet against Islam Makhachev at this point, in my honest opinion. Benson Henderson warming up a bit here. He'll be up next. Honest to God, I don't really see Benson Henderson winning. Yeah, it's going to be tough. If he thinks he has a chance of defeating Usman Nurmagomedov, he's obviously wrong, says Chris Faith. It's an uphill battle, man. There's a reason he's a plus to 1,000, right? As far as the Garcia versus Tank Davis, yeah, I think I got Tank. I think if Garcia doesn't get him out of there in the first 2-3 rounds, I think Tank is just gonna put in some work and hurt him possibly. If Luke Campbell could knock down Garcia and knocked him down pretty bad, even though credit to Garcia, he got back up and finished the fight by knockout for himself. Tank is a different type of power compared to Luke Campbell is all I'm saying. I'm going with Tank. It's funny how some people have Ryan but ain't betting on him, says Plugs. Yeah, I wouldn't bet on Ryan. The funny thing is that if I had to bet on Ryan, like if I had no choice, it would be by the way of knockout. I don't think he beats Tank via decision, and I feel like that there's no chance. You know what I mean? No lie, my prediction for the main and co-main event fights Dariush and Stank Booty Master Sterling. I do feel like Aljo gets it done against Cejudo, as crazy as that is, man. Cejudo's just up there in age. Jan will win tomorrow, says Jesus with the question mark. Listen, I would like to see him win. I try to be as unbiased as possible, but I do think even without my feelings aside, I do think he does win. I think he's a better all-around fighter. Merab's going to have to get that fight to the canvas and kind of do what he did to Jose Aldo, which is pretty boring. You know what's another thing that might play a factor, Jesus, as crazy as it sounds? I'm pretty sure Merab Dvalishvili knows that the UFC wasn't happy on that fight against Jose Aldo and how uninteresting it was, how it lacked entertainment. Does that play in the back of his mind against Piotr Jan? I guess we'll see. Maybe he doesn't care. Maybe he doesn't like Dana. I don't know. And he's just going to try to wrestle and make it a boring fight. But who knows if that plays in the back of his head. The weird thing is that if Merab beats Piotr Jan, it's like, where does he go? Because Aljamain Sterling is a champ. They won't fight each other. They have that weird brotherhood thing where they don't fight each other and won't fight for the title. But they're in the same division. Unless Aljamain vacates, what is Merab going to do, right? Or unless Aljamain loses and then Merab gets a shot. But I don't know. I guess it's interesting to see what would happen. But we shall see. But I'm going Aljamain Sterling. We shall see. Brian makes many mistakes, like leaving his right hand down and closing his eyes and punching with his chin up. And Tank, I know Tank is a smaller fighter, but his whole career he's been fighting taller opponents. Was Leo Santa Cruz height? Even though, just give me 1 second. Height. Let's see something real quick. Leo Santa Cruz is 5'7". How tall is Ryan Garcia? Ryan Garcia height. 5'11", so it is a pretty big difference. What is Marcos Barrios? Not Marcos Barrios. Barrios versus. Oh my god, I can't spell. Mario. Oh my god, I said Marcos Barrios height. Yeah, so he's 5'10". Ryan Garcia's 5'11". So he's used to that. Although he was kind of losing that fight against Barrios. So, but they were standing next to each other the other day. They looked pretty close in height. It didn't look like Ryan Garcia was like towering over Tank. I gotta go with Tank. Aljo was saying when he beats Henry, he will move up. Maybe he has to. I think it's tough on his body to keep making 135. Like he's massive for that weight division, and which makes sense, right? So maybe he does move up. He was complaining that he needed a break after his last fight against TJ Dillashaw. So you have that, right? Yeah, I think it might benefit him more than anything to go up in weight. I think he's having a tough time, even though there's some killers at 45. Imagine an Aljo and what's it called? Aljamain Sterling and Volkanovski. Pretty interesting, right? We'll see what happens. It's crazy because if Petr Yan never landed that knee, we'll be having a different conversation right now, right? I think that's fair to say. But because he did, Aljo's a champ. And he's thinking about moving up. Will Petr Yan ever be a champ? Is that safe to say that Petr Yan will be a champ one day? Is he still that good? He just hasn't been able to get the job done yet? I don't know. He's going to have to get past Merab first, though. And that's no easy task. Because Yair Rodriguez is next to Alexander. Even if he wins, he has fighting Sean O'Malley. He can't run from that. That's a big money fight as well, too. Who knows if Aljo actually runs? I think that's a offer he's not going to be able to refuse. I think if he does beat Cejudo, they'll offer him Sean O'Malley, and I think he'll take it. I think he'll at least do one more. I want to see Cheeto fight for the title so bad, Beta. I feel like he really deserves it. I think he deserves it. But he's going to have to get past Corey Sandhagen, right, in order to be able to do so. Oh, sorry. I was trying to get that on my wrist. Benson Henderson, former UFC and WEC lightweight champion, making his way to the octagon as we speak. That bantamweight division, in a sense, is probably one of, if not the most exciting divisions in the UFC. Random. I had no plan to talk about this. How do you guys feel about John Jones being the number one? He moved up 9 spots, and he's the number 1 pound for pound fighter. But while you guys answer that, yeah, the bantamweight division, Sean O'Malley, Petr Yan, it gets interesting. Marab, Marlon Cheeto Vera, that's probably the most. Umar Nurmagomedov, when he starts making his way up, is going to be, people are going to be scared of that man. Featherweight division, not so interesting in my opinion. Lightweight still is, but some old names that I just want to see, like, I want to see passed over, like Michael Chandler, Poirier, Gaethje, yeah. Maybe Poirier still could hang with the best of them, but yeah. Up next, guys, will be the main event, by the way, too. The welterweight division is pretty interesting with Leon Edwards fighting Usman in their trilogy match. Should be interesting on that one as well, too. Middleweight, it has become interesting as well with Pereira being the champion and Jamal Hill, light heavyweight. Another great division. Heavyweight division with Stipe fighting John Jones. I'm not necessarily excited about that, but Pavlovich is a scary up-and-comer. But, yeah, John Jones moving up 9 spots. How do we feel about that, ladies and gentlemen? Cheeto and Corey is the same day as Plant Benavidez. I hope it's not at the same time because we're going to have to cover that Plant versus Benavidez fight. I'm sorry, but that's the fight that we have to cover. Which was that, March 25th? Damn, man, we got some fights, bro. We got Plant versus Benavidez the 25th. We got Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia in April. We have the BKFC card with Mike Perry and Rockhold. I think that's April 29th. There's some cards, man. There's some good cards on the horizon. UFC 287, we have April 8th with Pereira versus Adesanya, Gilbert Burns versus Masvidal. Shh. When I tell you there's some cards on the horizon, there's some cards on the horizon, guys. And we're climbing, guys. Let's go. Feels good that we're making the channel grow little by little, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. #1 commentary channel on YouTube. If you don't know, now you know. Usman Nurmagomedov making his way to the cage. Last and final fight, the main event. Respect to Henderson, always enjoyed his fights, toothpick and all. Yeah, they were just talking about his toothpick days, man. He's a legend. And he'll be making one of his last and final appearances. I think if he loses tonight, he's done. If he wins, he's just going to try to go for that Grand Prix title. But this is it. This is it for Benson. Hit the thumbs up, guys. Helps the channel out immensely. #1 commentary channel on YouTube. March 25th, there are 3 fights, one from UFC, the second boxing, and the third from ONE FC. Who fights on the ONE FC card, by the way? Let me know about that. As far as March 25th, that card is at 7 p.m. Speaking of the UFC on ESPN. Ooh. So how about we cover that fight? I'm sure Plant versus Benavidez is going to be like a 10 p.m. start time for the main event because I'm assuming that's in the West Coast. Let's see, Plant versus Benavidez location. We might have a really long stream that day, which will be fun. That'll be at the MGM in Las Vegas. So yes, that'll probably be. We're gonna be able to cover both. Should be fun. A lot of cars on the horizon, guys. #1 commentary channel on YouTube. Benson Henderson, 39 years old. Usman Nurmagomedov, 24. 16-0 is Usman. 30-11 is Benson. A lot of people are counting Benson out. The 2-inch reach advantage goes to Usman. But Benson closing his career soon. If he loses tonight, it's over for him for the most part. Let's see if he's able to shock the masses. Game Bread is April 1st, which I forget who's on that card, but I know there's some interesting names. Who was it? I remember talking about this. Let's see if I can look it up real quick before. Yeah. Game Bird Boxing 4. Roy Jones versus Pettis, which is, I mean, Jones is old as hell, but hey. Let's see what happens, right? That's a crazy thing to do, Roy Jones. Yeah, Roy Jones versus Pettis, Jose Aldo versus Jeremy Stevens, Vitor Belfort versus Ronaldo Souza. Let's cover that as well too, man. Let's cover, bro. We're gonna put that content in, guys. I'm telling you, this is a year. Before the end of this year, we get to 10K, guys. I gotta get back to making shorts, but I've been doing the video thing, guys. I've been focused on that, but soon enough, ladies and gentlemen, soon enough. We've been putting in that work, guys. Undefeated professional, 16-0. Usman Nurmagomedov being announced right now, guys. Last and final fight of the main event. Will be there in a matter of seconds. May 5th is oh my God. I can't wait for that one. Me and Beta watched their last fight on Twitch, which we haven't done the Twitch stream in forever, man. Life has been crazy. Up next, guys, main event, Benson Henderson looking into the eyes of Nurmagomedov. In a matter of seconds, we'll be going and beginning the main event. Damn, so many cars, man. This year is going to be popping. 20-1 underdog for Benson Henderson, just about. Here we go, guys. Round number 1 of a scheduled 5. Usman Nurmagomedov, Benson Henderson fighting in the Grand Prix. The champion Nurmagomedov versus the challenger, Ben Henderson. Nice strong jab lands for Usman Nurmagomedov. Right kick to the body also lands for Nurmagomedov. Right kick to the head lands for Usman. That hurts Benson. Benson trying to defend. Benson having a tough time doing so. It might just be over soon. Usman on top. Benson trying to defend here. Benson in a world of trouble. Right elbows to the head for Usman. Benson has to be careful here. Usman Nurmagomedov already on the back. Right hooks to the head for Usman. Benson still trying to defend here. Henderson only been finished, I believe, 4 times in his career. 30-11. Henderson trying to defend with a lot of time left, guys. 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Usman Nurmagomedov trying to get under the chin. Henderson trying to fight the hands. Henderson defending. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. It was a kick to the head that landed for Nurmagomedov that hurt Henderson. Henderson, no quit in him. Usman Nurmagomedov on the back of Henderson still. Usman Nurmagomedov with both hooks. Trying to flatten out Henderson is Nurmagomedov. Still fighting the hands. Oh, trying to get under the neck for the rear naked. Henderson, man, showing a lot of heart, but has to be careful here. Nurmagomedov high on the back here. Has to be careful. 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Can Henderson survive this round? If you haven't already, guys, hit the subscribe button. #1 commentary channel on YouTube. Right hooks to the head for Nurmagomedov. Almost under the neck is Usman. I believe he's under. Benson trying to defend, trying to circle towards Nurmagomedov. Henderson taps. Henderson taps. Nurmagomedov, first round submission victory. They hug it out. I'm sure this is Henderson's last fight. They show respect to each other. I think it was a right kick to the head that landed for Nurmagomedov that just stunned Henderson, but credit to him for showing a lot of heart and trying to fight it out. Nurmagomedov raises the hand of Henderson. Nurmagomedov showing him a lot of love, raising Henderson's hand in the middle of the octagon. He knows the legend that Benson Henderson is. Let's see what it was. I think it was a right kick to the head. Question mark kick right on the chin of Henderson, and that hurt him. What a beautiful kick by. It was a beautiful question mark kick for Nurmagomedov. That's going to be a highlight for Nurmagomedov. What a performance. I mean, credit to Henderson. He took that kick, got dropped, and still tried to fight it out. Went for a double leg takedown, got his back taken. He lasted about a minute or so trying to defend the back and then gets knocked out. Wow. I wish this fight lasted longer because the viewers just started coming in too, but it is what it is. Damn. Yo, can I call in a sub favorite? What do you mean, Beta? As far as can you call in a favorite, please do so. A short but sweet card tonight in Bellator. A lot of finishes tonight, Steve. What's it called? First 2 fights finished in the first round. Page versus Yamauchi and Linton Vassell versus Moldavsky. Both ended in the first round pretty quickly. Shably, I believe it was in the 3rd round. Joseph Bruffett, thank you so much for the $1. Appreciate you, broski. The fight was getting good, and then the finish happened pretty quickly. You gotta love it. What do you mean, Beta? Let me know. But you know, I got you regardless. Wrestling is the most dominant martial art. Buffett says. I mean, in a sense, I agree with you. When it comes to mixed martial arts, I think that's a very safe thing to say. Look at all the Dagestanis and look at Bo Nickal rising up the ranks. If you're a good wrestler, you could make it for the most part. Never mess with Nurmagomedov, says Post. Welcome to the stream, man. Thank you so much, Joseph. You see, I told all of you, and still Usman Nurmagomedov, that boy is dangerous. Anytime, Michael Mack, anytime, man. It was a pleasure covering the fight, although it ended pretty quickly. It was getting interesting. Thomas in the building. Benson Henderson claps his hands. And before we get out of here, I want to see Benson Henderson get interviewed, because I know this is probably his last fight. He's talked about it before. Let's see if they interview him. Usman Nurmagomedov, that question mark kick was a thing of beauty. It looked like that kick was going low, brought it over the top, landed right on the chin of Henderson, knocked him down. And John McCarthy talking about that kick right now as we speak. Oh, like copy link address. See what we got here. Let me click on it so it's in my history. What is this beta? Is fighting in the age of loneliness. I'm not sure what this is. I have no idea. This guy has 1.31 million subscribers, so I'm sure it's interesting. It's in my history now, so I'll make sure I check that out. But if you want to watch this on Twitch one day, you know I'm down for almost anything over on Twitch, man, to watch some entertaining content. Danny Burns in the building. What's up, Danny? Big John Wonder Boy as far as question mark kicks. Did he say something about never landed before or something, Danny Burns? Did I miss it? Stephen Thompson, man, if he had wrestling, he would have been a champion one day. I'm going to wrestle for Buck College here in California in a few months. Nice, man. Nice. Well, what weight class? I've been training MMA since I was 16. Let's go. You ever think about getting into MMA, or you just want to stick to wrestling? Usman Nurmagomedov still being interviewed. I want to see if Benson Henderson, because it might be his last interview in the cage before he retires. So let's see what happens. He's still in the cage. His wife hugs him. I think Henderson is crying because I think he knows this is the last one. Man, Henderson has heart though, man. He got kicked. He got kicked with a vicious kick, and still try to fight through it. Defended quite well early. Let's see what Henderson says. Nurmagomedov trying to get this $1 million. It's a documentary about the UFC, and ooh, that is quite interesting. Let's do it. Let's do it. We could do that next instead of covering a fight over there. And I'm not even gonna watch it. I'd rather just be surprised with you on Twitch one of these days. Let's do that. Usman Nurmagomedov, dominant win, man. Just sucks to see Benson Henderson being knocked out. Not even knocked out. He got submitted. He tapped. But it sucks that it happened in that fashion, because he's a legend. I wanted to see him maybe upset the masses, but it was unlikely, right? I think McCarthy's gonna interview Benson Henderson next. Henderson showed tremendous heart, man. He's a legend. What a legend, guys. Yep, McCarthy says out here with an MMA legend. You put on incredible fights, says McCarthy. Benson, I know tonight didn't go the way you wanted it to. Coming into this cage and facing off against young talent. How do you feel about the way your career has gone? He says, hey, San Jose, I love you. I've had some tough moments. You guys always been here, always showed up. To the whole world, thank you. For all the love, all the support. I told any of these last 4 fights, it's about that time. I've had a nice long run. I've done a lot of great things. Amazing accomplishments. He leaves the gloves in the cage. Thank you to everyone around the world. And that is how Benson Henderson closes the book on his career, and he can't be nothing but proud of himself, hugging his wife in the cage. Oh, man, it's tough just for me to see him go out that way. But listen, that's the name of the game. And it's not like he got knocked out cold to leave the octagon. That's not a horrible way to go. You got submitted by Nurmagomedov. You got caught with the question mark kick where it looked like he was going to close the show right then and there. And Henderson tried to scramble out, did a decent job for a bit before getting rear naked choked against a great finisher. He has still all his faculties intact. He didn't really receive much punishment. He looks okay. Gotta be proud of him. Javier Mendez with Usman Nurmagomedov and Scott Coker. Javier Mendez has worked with some great talents. Look at Islam Makhachev in the cage with Usman Nurmagomedov. Some legends in there. Let's go. I think said Nurmagomedov was there as well too. What a performance. Credit to Benson Henderson, man. He's been through a lot. Got to give him credit for his career. Ali Abdelaziz, where there's mixed reviews on how people feel about him, but he's in the cage as we speak too, smiling. He has all those fighters from over there, man. Legendary manager. Man, I feel for Benson Henderson, man. That's where my mind is at right now. Incredible talent. I'm going to stick to wrestling. I'll walk around 138 pounds. Okay, you're pretty light. Cool. Once I get bigger, I'll do MMA. My coach is Aaron Hendrick. If you want to Google him, says Joseph Bruffett. Listen, man, do your thing in college. Learn all you can. Become like a Bo Nickel and just dominate, man. Looking forward to how your career plays out. Keep letting us know for sure, man. Last month, Islam Makhachev succeeded, and this month, Usman Nurmagomedov succeeded. These Dagestanis, man, all they do is train, pray, and be with family. I respect it. These guys are legends. Benson Henderson is a legend, says Joseph Bruffett. Absolutely. Fought a lot of goats, man. He's been around for a long time. 40 plus fights in MMA. Can't be mad at himself. I still haven't bought that beta. I have to. I have to beta because I haven't bought it. I still haven't finished the Cuba documentary. I did watch did I tell you I watched Cuba and the Cameraman? I did, right? That I finished the whole thing. Incredible documentary as well too. But the other Cuba documentary that I can't remember the name offhand now, that is still my continue watching Netflix. I think I'm on like episode 3, which is pretty good. Cuba fascinates me, man, as a country. Crazy how their history unfolded. Danny Burns says, in Canada, Bellator free on YouTube and listen to UDC. Your call is more enjoyable than Big John and Punk. Thank you so much, Danny Burns. I appreciate that. UFC split down for fighters from 18% to 15% per bloody elbow. Please, a short to discuss. Wow. Also, you want me to make a short on that from 18% to 15% per bloody elbow. You know, bloody elbow, ironically, and I don't say this just because you're here. UFC 18 to 15. Bloody elbow is one of my favorite resources. as far as articles that they make. Let's see. Can you send me the article? I guess I could go just on Bloody Elbow. I have them on my phone. They're one of my favorite resources when it comes to, because I like reading articles instead of only watching videos. If anything, that's what I do more. And, you know, I have them. I have MMA Fighting. I have MMA Junkie. But Bloody Elbow is one of my favorite ones. So it's good to see them in the chat like you mentioned them. Of course, I'm going to cover Tank versus Garcia. Steve, absolutely. I can't remember when you covered Garcia versus Luke Campbell when you had less than 3K subscribers. Crazy, right? We had less than, wow. You have a good memory, bro. That's crazy. Channel has grown because of great commentary. Good night. Thank you so much, Steve. Listen, man. Goes without saying, man. I appreciate you a ton, bro. It's gonna be fireworks. I know I haven't been covering much boxing, but it's gonna be fireworks. Tank Davis versus Garcia, and we'll be here covering that. That's gonna be an explosive live stream. Can't wait for that, bro. Of course, yes, I'll be covering that. So can't wait to see you there for that as well. No bare knuckle for Ben. You never know if you might come out of the woodworks for like a nice little payday. We'll see what happens. But he's retiring from Bellator. I think he's gonna be done because his wife is a fighter as well too. And I think she wants to focus on her career, so and that's what it'll be. But it's all class, absolutely. Imagine being a champion. Hey, man, put that work in and you never know. Cuba Libre is great. Yeah, bro, I got to watch that. I got to finish it, bro. Like, I got to find the time for it. Me and the wife binged Snowfall, so that took a good amount of time for us, to be quite honest. Let me see if I find this. I'm looking for the article that the percentage of what fighters get Danny Burns, and I can't find it. But I'm quickly just on their homepage. So UFC news, let's see. Jan gets physical. They write a lot of articles. Power slap, Jones. Yeah, if you have it, I'm sure I'll find it later. I'll look for it for sure. But I could possibly do a short for that. That's a great short to do. So thank you for that suggestion. Let me write that on my sticky notes. Let's see. So let me see. From 18, oh my God, I can't spell. From 18% to 15% UFC fighter pay. That's an idea. What other short do I need to make? I need to make the Muhammad Ali. Did you know? I might as well just write a few now. If you guys have any other suggestions for videos, let me know. Your boy's working. Oh, podcast, not article, the latest one. Okay. Yeah, and I think they have their podcast tab right here. I actually don't listen to the podcast. Do you enjoy it? I just read their articles all the time. I'll check it out. Thank you so much, Danny Burns. I'll probably watch that. I'm going to hit the gym tomorrow, so I'll probably listen to that tomorrow. And I'll keep you updated on that. Out of respect for Freeway Ricky, I stopped watching Snowfall. He wasn't happy that he says basically that's my life. They should have paid me, right? Beta. I heard about him saying that. That's the reason I didn't watch the Mike Tyson Hulu show. But then I guess I'm a hypocrite because I watched Snowfall and I forgot all about it. Because yeah, the Nicaragua plug, how he was funding the cocaine war. So yeah, Beta. I hate to say this, but I almost want to encourage you to watch it, but maybe it's best you don't. I respect the loyalty to Freeway Ricky Ross, but I will say it's a great show, bro. I'm not gonna lie, it's damn good. Like as far as entertainment. Guys, thank you for a fun night, man. This is what I love to do. Is cover fights, chill with you guys, and just talk fighting. Tomorrow, if I can. No, tomorrow is UFC Fight Night, and I actually like the card. I actually like the card between Piotr Yan and Merab Dvalishvili. Can't almost talk right now. Crazy. Why is my computer? Yeah, tomorrow, man. Volkov versus Romanov. Nikita Krylov, who I like, is fighting Ryan Spann, who's dangerous. Remember what he did to Dominic Reyes. Said Nurmagomedov, that last performance, what was it, like Damn, what was it? I saw the knockout. It was a crazy knockout that we saw from Nurmagomedov. That was recent too. He's already back in the he's already back fighting tomorrow. This was literally, it felt like less than a month ago. No, he hasn't fought in a year. Is there another Nurmagomedov? Who's the guy that knocked? No, December 17, 2022. I'm thinking of who am I thinking of that? I thought it was said Nurmagomedov that won by knockout very recently. But I guess it wasn't him. Who was it? I'm thinking of a Dagestani guy. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? God, I thought it was said Nurmagomedov. No, is it Umar Nurmagomedov? It's Umar Nurmagomedov. That's I get confused with all these Nurmagomedovs. That's who it was. And he beat Barcelos by left hook in the first round. Oh my God. Can't believe I mixed that up. With the chick and the pudgy mustache dude with the big opinions. Okay, I'll make sure, Danny Burns, we'll talk about that. Make sure I bring it up next time I see you in chat. I should be able to watch it tomorrow because I hit the gym. I need something to listen to. That tomorrow, Michael Mack, is at 6 p.m. I put the daughter down to sleep at around 7:37, but maybe the wife could take care of that for me tomorrow, maybe. And if she does so, I'll cover that live, and that'll be fun. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be able to do that because the sister-in-law is coming to help tomorrow. Eve. So I'll let you guys know either through Discord, Instagram, Twitter, whether we'll be covering that tomorrow, UFC Fight Night. But I believe I'll be able to. So keep a lookout for that. My sister watches, and I watched the first season before I got wind that he wasn't cool with it. Yeah, I think he said that like in a Vlad interview, right? Which I get, bro. Like, they're monetizing off your life, and they don't give you $1 at least, or like they don't ask you for some kind of like give you some kind of director position or something. You know what I mean? Like maybe he just didn't want to do it. Like that too, where like they reached out to him and he just didn't want to do it. They did it anyways. Could be could have to do with something like that. Well, it is a great show. I'm not gonna lie. Guys, I'm gonna get out of here. That's a new video. Go check that out. Hit the thumbs up over there. Leave me a comment over there if you guys are just watching. And let me know your guys' thoughts on Dana White, Paulo Costa, the beef that they're having. We've been putting out that work, so go do that if you guys don't mind. And thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. Hopefully I'll catch you guys tomorrow. God bless. Good night. Thank you for the support again, and we'll keep working, guys. Much love and fun little stream, fun little Bellator card. There's a lot more on the horizon that I truly can't wait for. We'll hit 10K this year. I truly do believe that. God bless. Good night. Peace. Thanks, guys.
I'm the best ever. I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me.
Yo, bounce guy, go off.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants.
Wilder's in a world of trouble, closing seconds. Can he weather the storm here in the third round?
And of all the superlative.
Big right hook, lands flush for Cambosos, and that knocks down Teofimo Lopez. We have ourselves a fight.
Khabib Nurmagomedov gets a triangle choke from up top. Gaethje's out, and the fight is over. The triangle choke for Khabib Nurmagomedov.
And Porter gets knocked down. He gets knocked down again. 10th round TKO win. Left uppercut, and then knocks out Leo. It appears he's out cold. The fight is over. It was a counter left uppercut, and just like that, what a left uppercut. I did not see that coming, ladies and gentlemen. I will have to admit, what a fight.
Nice celebration or a 3K video. I don't know, man. To hit 3,000 subscribers in like
Right hook to the body for Campbell.
left hook to the body for Garcia, and then knocked down Campbell. It was a left hook to the body. guys, if you haven't, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 3,000 subscribers. Do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up. We're trying to do record numbers today. Ryan Garcia tearing up and crying. What a performance for Ryan Garcia.